Selling matching t-shirts on Etsy is a great way for you to really focus in on creating high volume products that can actually give you more revenue in the long run. And in today's video, I want to share with you several trending products you should start selling right now. And I'm going to teach you how to create them exactly from scratch. I'll share this all with you coming up next. Now on Etsy, there are a ton of different matching t-shirts you can sell, but in our particular video today, we are going to focus on the Mother's Day niche. Now, selling these matching Mother's Day t-shirts is really easy to use with Printify, as it gives you a ton of different print-on-demand products you can sell. Like in our case today, we have these baby onesies we can sell and even toddler t-shirts. But if I head over to catalog, I can have a totally different section versus baby clothing. I can head over to kids t-shirts and sell kids clothing here as well. And we already know the Bella Plus Canvas 3001 series is a great quality shirt to sell. And by using Printify Premium, you are able to get a major discount every single time someone purchases your item. I'll make sure I leave all the details to this in my description box below. All right, so here I am in Insight Factory. This is where I go to really find my trends to see what is selling right now. And so as I go to holidays and celebrations, I click on Mother's Day, and there are a couple t-shirts I see that are doing extremely well here. I see that the Mother's Day matching t-shirts is doing well. And I go here and I see the number of sales in the last 7 days, as well as the sales in the last 24 hours. So again, just see the massive volume in regards to how many sales people are getting for the last 7 days. This here, 69 sales, matching t-shirt, 30 sales, matching tee, 222 sales. I go down here, 34, 100 sales, 109 sales, 286 sales. And if I just keep going on and on, you will see the same type of sale volume here for these matching t-shirts. So we definitely want to spend some time on this trend. We definitely want to bring something new into the space, but again, learn what is working and then try to redesign those type of things in our own special way. All right, so here are the 4 t-shirts I picked out from the list of shirts that is doing extremely well here. We're going to open these things up just to learn from the design itself, find some trends, find some wins, but also try to fulfill some gaps that we don't see necessarily being served here in this space. So with our sales data, it is proving it is a bestseller, have 20 plus people in the cart. And I like to look at the title as well, as that would give me some indications about what type of keywords I need to use on my products before I even create them. So I see our whole title here, First Day Mother Shirt. I definitely want to target that keyword when I am creating my own listing. Matching mommy and me shirts, that's a great keyword or key phrase I could save for later and add on to this overall shirt design. And custom Mother's Day t-shirts. So I see they have our first Mother's Day, and they have the elephant style here. And again, it is a personalized item, but I just think keeping this overall style is important, but still bringing something new into this space. Now our next product is our first Mother's Day tee again, and notice how they're utilizing the same type of phrase, the same type of outline, but what makes this product different is the style of elephant that is in the shot. And this small difference can make the entire difference between if you get a sale or competing for other spaces in this area. You definitely want to bring something new, but stay within the bounds of what worked. Again, same thing here, bestseller, 20 plus people in the cart, using that same phrase, first Mother's Day shirt. And I see a different style here. They do have the elephant still in the shot, but again, the overall layout of the words are different. That is bringing something new into the space. So we definitely want to take into account that type of redesign on our own product. And I go to our last one here. This one brings something entirely new to the space. The last 3 products we found were all elephant t-shirts, but again, you can bring a new animal into the mix, and that can be that difference that can help you stand out. So from here, we definitely want to grab all of these key designs, grab all these words and phrases, and then redesign our own Mom and Me t-shirt that we can start listing on Etsy. All right, so now we are in Canva to create this matching mommy t-shirt. And when I am creating my designs, I love to set this entire canvas to 5,000 by 5,000 pixels, as this would give me the perfect size for me to list this item on a print-on-demand t-shirt and keep all of the quality. Now, before I even go in here and try to find elements and try to find some fonts that I want to use for this overall design, I love to go back to the Etsy listing and copy the image and drop that right here into my canvas. Now, the reason why I do this is because I don't want to just look at one best-selling item and try to redesign from there. because I want to look at what other people are doing well and try to combine the multiple best-selling items into something that is new but yet still work in the bounds of what is selling on Etsy. Now here are all of the elements I have found to work well on every type of t-shirt, no matter if it's a baby shirt or it's a teacher shirt or a nurse shirt. All these type of elements I see to work well. So this is where I try to find some gaps if I don't see these things applied here. Now one of the things I also like to talk about is just what do I see in these 4 best-selling items that are doing well. This is what I call niche elements, and I want to grab some things that's working well. Again, elephants are working well. I see the watercolor designs are working well, and so those are those type of things I look at and try to add into this little chart here so I know exactly what to target in my own design, so I can have all that led by data. Same thing here with niche phrases or maybe a particular word or words they are using. So I know that in this particular design here, the phrase "our first Mother's Day" is something that is actually working well on every single shirt. So I would actually plug this in here and actually put down other key words or maybe a word itself that is sticking out above the rest. I definitely want to identify, okay, what font color is doing well and what mock-up color is doing well. I definitely want to design the overall style of my product to fit the color t-shirt I want to display in my mock-up. So I just want to give you some details into what I'm looking at and why do I have these consistent notes in front of me. I do this every single time when I am creating in a new niche, because again, I want to be a student of that space. That's where I can create multiple products, learning from best-selling items. Then I can reuse this list and recreate multiple listings that I know will work well based upon the data we have in front of us. So being that our design is going to utilize a phrase and we have to pick the right type of font, I like to have the collections of fonts that I use right in front of me the entire time when I'm designing, as this makes it so easy for me to align similar font designs to my new style and quickly find things that I know to work on other products. Again, this for me speeds up the entire process where I'm able literally to copy and paste that font and then upload that to my new design and recreate from there. Here we are in our canvas, and before we design, one of the things I like to do is try to make my canvas this color of the t-shirt I know I want to try and redesign in a special way. This will let me see how this particular design will look on this color t-shirt. So all I have to do here is click the background of my canvas here, go over to my pick tool, and just hover over this particular color here, and as you can see, that matches up well. And again, this just lets me know from a design perspective what I may need to change and what I might need to add in regards to colors to make this design work. All right, so now I'm getting ready to add in my overall phrase here, "our first Mother's Day," and then the overall design. So one of the things I like to do is just start off with my text. Now this text in particular is playlist script. I can make this smaller if I so choose, and I want to add in "our first Mother's Day." All right, so now we have our phrase here, "our first Mother's Day," and instead of me having this right in the middle, I push it over to the side just for it to be a little different in our overall design. Now from here, I definitely want this Mother's Day to be curved a little bit because I already know I'm going to put something right here in the middle. Now only thing you have to do to curve the image is head over to effects and just go down to curve, and I like to stay somewhere between 45 and 47, as this will help us really focus on the design in the middle. But now that we have our phrase in front of us, one of the things I like to do is try to grab some elements to utilize to recreate my design. Now we know we're going to pick a particular animal to go in the middle, and I see the flowers working well in the background as well, and those are some things we want to stay true to our design. Now one thing we definitely want to add in our design is a heart, because I think that's a great element to stand out that's not being utilized in this particular space. So one of the things I like to do is grab all of the elements I want to use and place them on a different page, and now I have all the things I want to utilize for my design. I have everything laid up for me to just copy and paste and move over and plug into my design in a special way. All right, so from here I'm going to copy and paste my fox here, and it has the fox mom and the fox baby, which I think is perfect for our overall first Mother's Day t-shirt. And I want to add in some flowers here as well, so I grab this watercolor flower, and instead of me just having this on the front, I definitely want to add this to the back of our design. So I just want to add it here. I want to copy and paste and do the same thing on this side. Yet I want to go to the flip option here, and again I want to rotate this the same degree this is here. Now I want this to be rotated on the positive side but 21. And again, if everything looks good, I want to group these things together. So instead of it being in the front of the fox, I want it to be in the back, and all I have to do here is just go into position, send to back, and now that is in the back of our entire shot, and I think that looks extremely well there. Now, being that we are building out this entire design in the middle, again, one of the things I like to do, highlight everything, group them together so I know this entire fox and flower is just one single image. And now you can see how we can just pair up different designs to really create something new without necessarily just grabbing one element and using it there. Again, we kind of created our own little design element with our flower and our fox, and from here we can add in some more things to our overall design. So now we have our complete design here. We have our first Mother's Day with the fox and the baby fox in the shot and the watercolor flowers in the background. I did add the heart that we had there just to add in just one more unique element. And of course, we grafted over that same design style with the font at the bottom with the date and the mom's name and the baby's name here. So again, this looks extremely well. As I go down to our example here, it is following this trend, but yet it's still bringing something new into the marketplace where our design is able to shine different than the rest of the competition that's on the search results. So once my design is done, one of the things I like to do is just duplicate this image here, as I want to create two different versions. Again, I have the white text version, but I also want to have a black text version so I can sell whatever color t-shirt I want and the design still show up well. So all I have to do here is just highlight my particular phrase, go into the color option here with our text and change the color to black. Same thing here, change that color text to black. And again, the reason why I do this is, say if I want to sell this maybe on a white color t-shirt, at least I know I can sell that color there. If I want to sell a sand color t-shirt, that works out well also. So again, this is what I always do, create two different versions, a black text version, a white text version, and now you have an option to sell multiple color t-shirts with the same design. So if everything is done with your design, you definitely want to download this as a PNG file with a transparent background. So you will go to share, you will hit to download, you will select PNG and select transparent. Now, because we are working with two pages here, the white text version and the black text version, I want to go down and select those two pages here. And again, that will be downloaded to my computer to utilize on my print provider like Printify, as well as give me that file to create my unique mockups for my design. So now we have one of our mockups in front of us, and all you have to do now is to upload that PNG transparent file you created, upload it to Canva for you to utilize that on your mockup image. And again, I want to resize this to fit my overall t-shirt. And I like to just create this to have a little bit of transparency, as this can seem like it is blending in the color of the shirt as it will be printed out. And I think that looks extremely well there. So when you do upload this to Printify, you can head over to catalog. You can select a women's t-shirt, which we're going to select the Bella Canvas 3001 series, which is the first Bella t-shirt, which is the first best-selling t-shirt here. And if I want to select a kid's shirt, all I have to do is go to kids clothing, select t-shirts here, and we have the same option as well, which I like to go again for the Bella Canvas 3001, as this is very soft and again matches our overall quality of both t-shirts. Now, they do have other options for you to sell different type of taller t-shirts as well, even going as far as selling baby onesies. So again, they have a ton of options you can utilize for your print on demand business in regards to what type of clothing you want to sell. Now, in today's video, I didn't have time to talk about how to actually list matching t-shirt designs under one Etsy listing. However, if you want to learn that next step, then click this next video here. And if you want to learn more about how to make passive income online, make sure you subscribe to my channel here. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.